entertained? We just built a product from start to finish with front end, back end, authentication. Ooh, this might be the best challenge yet. Xclone today using copy coder SoftGen. We're not just going to build a fancy front end. We're going to build front end. We're going to make it better because we're going to rebrand it as DevX, and it's going to be for developers, a social media platform, full back end, full Stripe integration, and of course, we're going to deploy it. No BS here on this channel. Marcin AI, we do not mess around. We don't just make glorified demos. We build projects from start to finish to show you the power of NoCode AI. So here are the two tools we're going to be using. First, we're going to be using Copy Coder. If you're not familiar, this is a tool that's going to allow us to get the best high quality prompt for our no-code tool. So this is my step one always, is being able to get a really, really good prompt. Because if you engineer the right prompt, then it's going to be much easier for the no-code tool to then make a better tool, okay? So first things first is we're going to take a screenshot. So let's go to X. Okay, here we go. We got Becker. Let me make this a little smaller. So we got a text, we got image, and we got video. It's funny. We got AP, Alex Becker, and lids of TikTok. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay, cool. So not in any particular order. But yeah, so now we're going to go to Copy Coder, and it's really simple. All you do is you choose image. We're going to take that screenshot that we just took right here. We're going to hit that, and we're going to say a web application, and we're going to hit generate prompt. And that's it. This thing is now going to generate a prompt that's going to allow us to take this information and then input it into our next tool, which is going to be SoftGen. If you guys watched my previous video, I cloned school, and it went incredibly well. This tool is very, very powerful. So I'm going to be doing another video on it because I do really, really like it. So here's our prompt. There you go. This is something really good because we wouldn't be able to do this ourselves. This is the big part about this. So now we're going to copy this initial prompt. We're going to then go back. We're going to create a new project. And in SoftGen, you can select whether it's a front end or a full stack application. So again, we're going to go full stack. The difference, front end is like a simple website, a showcase, a landing page. Full stack is going to have everything. It's going to have the full back end. It's going to have all the project management tools and everything. We're going to call this DevX. Oh, that's actually a good name. DevX. Okay, we're going to create a project. And now the first thing it's going to do is it's going to ask us to set up our database. This is one of the best things about SoftGen is it's going to allow us to actually go in and create this project with all of the backend components. So we open up Firebase. I'm going to show you this step by step. So just follow this along. Console.firebase.gov. And it's going to say, get started with the Firebase project. Simple. We're going to call this DevX. This is all free. We're going to accept, confirm. Now we're going to turn off, enable Gemini in Firebase. That's totally fine. But make sure you turn off this Google Analytics because we don't need that right now. It's just going to ask for extra steps. We're going to create project. So now we just wait. And while this waits, if you guys like anything I do here, and if you guys end up clicking on some links, buying me a cup of coffee, I'm actually out of coffee. I have one little sip left. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. It keeps me motivated and keeps me making more videos every single day for you guys using no code, using AI, and everything in between. So I'm really, really excited about that. Okay, here we are. We're back. So we hit continue. Now our Firebase project is created. All you got to do now is go to project overview up here. And we're going to click project settings. Then we're going to go back to Firebase, go back to our project. And then here it's going to say, look, add a new project, follow the prompt, turn off the enable Google. Then we're going to hit next. And then it's going to say, set up your Firebase client SDK. We're going to go settings. We're going to hit general. And then down here, we're going to hit right here. That's going to create a new web app. We're going to call this DevX, register the app. And this is going to create our Firebase SDK. And here you go. So now we're going to copy the SDK right here. Go back to projects, paste that in there. Boom, now we got that. Then we go to, okay, next thing we're going to set up the 3 services. And you can see, or the 4 services. So first one is authentication. So we're going to go continue to console. We're going to go all products. And we're going to click authentication. That's 1. Then we're going to go back. There's our authentication. Then we're going to hit Cloud Firestore. We're going to go back to all products. Cloud Firestore, that's 2. Then we're going to go to the next one. It's called real-time database. So we're going to go back. Once you do this once, you're just going to automatically be able to do this next 2 seconds. Real-time database, check. We're going to go back again. And then we're going to hit cloud storage. And that's the 4th one. So now we're going to go back. We're going to hit all products. Cloud, oh, that's Cloud Firebase. Sorry, we already did that one. And then we're going to hit storage right here. Okay, so now we have the 4. Authentication, Firestore database, real-time database, and storage. So that's going to cover all of our needs. Now we're going to hit next. And then it's going to say, go to project settings, navigate to a service account. So this is the last step. We're going to go. Okay, so next what you have to do is you have to just go into each one of these and you have to just activate them. So you're going to hit get started. It's really easy. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to set up email. You can do all the Google authentication, all this stuff, but there's extra steps. But for the speed of this, I'm going to show you. We're going to go email, password, enable, save. Now we have our email and password set up, and that's it. Next, we're going to go Firestore database. And again, up here, you're going to hit create database. We have your default, your name, United States. And we're going to hit next. Start in production mode, very important. You're going to hit next. Now we have 2 of the 4. So you have to turn these on first before you go and actually put your final SDK snippet. You don't even have to know what any of this does. You just have to do it. So now look at this. Now we have our Firestore cloud server. This is where all of our data is going to be saved. Now we go to real-time database and we create database. Same thing. US, so I'm in Pacific, but Central is the only option. Next. And also we want to be in locked mode. Make sure you do that. Enable. So that's 3 of the 4. And you can see here it is. And then we're going to go storage, the last piece. Then we're going to go to, so storage and retrieval user-generated files. To use storage, you have to upgrade your project billing plan. Totally fine. So we're going to hit upgrade. Now we have our billing account here. And now let's just put a threshold for $5. So this essentially will just make sure that it doesn't spend more than $5. And if it does, it's just going to tell you. So link the storage account. And it's pay as you go. So as you use it, it's going to charge you. But we have $300 worth of free credits. So now we are good to go. So now storage, last piece. We're going to hit get started. Central, it's totally fine. No cost location, hit continue. And then production mode, create. Hit refresh. Sometimes it gets, for some reason, it gets caught. And then it'll work. Yeah, so if we go get started, just do it one more time. This happened to me last time too. For some reason, there's this weird little bug. But now it's going to work, I bet you. Just do it twice. So don't give up. There it is. Bucket created. So now we have everything. Authentication, Firestore database, real-time database, and storage. Now we go back here. And now I bet you, if we go back to, let's close this. If we go back to our project settings, service account. Now we're going to copy this and go back to our project and paste that here. Now look at that. We are good to go. So last piece is giving permissions to SoftGen in order to be able to actually write on your behalf. We're going to go service accounts, hit 5 service accounts right here. This is going to take us to our permissions. And this is the last step in this whole thing. Make sure you click right here, include Google provided role grants right here. This is very important. So that's going to show you the 5 things that we need to actually set up. And all you got to do is hit this edit, and then we're going to click here, and we're going to type in owner right there, owner. And then we're going to do the same here, owner. And this will allow full control to be able to actually set everything up so it could run your whole backend correctly. Hit save, and now you can see we go here, and then we're going to go owner. Once you do this once, save. We're going to go to the next one. This is cloud storage, owner there, save, next one. Yeah, like I said, once you set this up once, then you're good to go. But you do have to unfortunately do it. But this is what you have to do in order to get this actually correctly working so the database can be managed by SoftGen right here. Okay, so now we have everything set up. You see it says all owner. So everything is good. Now we're going to go back to SoftGen and we're going to hit, I have all the IAM permissions from my service. And now we're going to hit complete setup. And right there, in a few minutes, we have the whole process from start to finish. And look what it says, success. Firebase setup completed successfully and have changes been published to GitHub. So all of that information is saved and is going to get. So I'm going to go to night mode. And guess what? We are pretty much done with all of the integrations. So now we're going to start building. So we're going to go back to copy coder. And remember, we had this right here. So we're going to copy this initial prompt, which is let's close this. Let's close that. Go back to project. And now we're going to start a new task. So here's what I'm going to say. I want to create an x.com clone that allows users to make tweets, post images, post videos, period. I have included a prompt that has all the details. Use this prompt and set everything up, period. And now we're going to paste this prompt. So if we're going to go back to this prompt, you could read what it says, and it's going to create everything that you're going to have here. Replies, the layout components, and then all there's left is we're going to hit go. And just like that, you guys are witnessing what it takes to take something from a picture, an image, run it through copy coder, which I highly recommend because again, this is going to set up everything that you need and it's going to use the power of the engineer brain. This is a very, very tool. And if you're using other tools, you have Cursor, Lovable, Bold, VO, Windsurfer, all that stuff, you're able to actually use that within it. So right now, agent is working. And let's see what the first version of this is going to look like. We're going to obviously set up login authentications, but everything is connected now. So all we got to do is basically tell it what we want it to do. And we're going to be able to actually have a full-blown application here. Super, super. So let's watch for a second. Let's see what it can do on the first pass. Okay, so I think we're getting close. We're going to have our first version here shortly. It's just checking for errors. And let's see, V1 of our DevX. Oh my goodness. No way. Crazy. Look at this. We got accounts. We got a tweet. Wow, it did an amazing job. Okay, here we go. Settings, profile, bookmarks, message, notifications, explore. Wow, this is insane. Home. Okay, let's do a post. So not working yet. So I fixed the type error in the mock tweets data. Properly type in the media type as image. Would you like to implement the post creation functionality next? Yes, can you create the post functionality? Make sure that I'm able to upload all of the different images, videos, sounds, and anything else, period. Also, can you change the name of the project to DevX? Wow, we are really moving here. I can't believe actually this was the first version. If you've never watched no-code development happen, it's like magic. It's like mesmerizing. I still love just watching this actually happen in real time. It's just a crazy process that these large language models can actually do this now, and not only do it, but do it so it works. And we're literally building this front end, back end, everything. Like, this is going to be a full blown project. So if you guys like this stuff, definitely give a follow. Join the community. We have an amazing group of people, creators, designers and developers, marketers. The community is absolutely blowing up, and definitely try the tools below. I put a couple links in there. Like I said, guys, if you do buy from me, I'm super, super grateful. It does help the channel keep growing. And of course, look, I'm empty, so you could buy me a cup of coffee. That's a very important part, but not necessary. But I definitely want you guys building. That's the whole key with this, is I want you in there testing and building. All right, first post. Here we go. Oh yeah, what's happening? Okay, we're gonna attach an image. Oh my God, it works. It's so crazy. Let's do it. This is the Marcin logo. Post. Okay, so the post button isn't working, but this is the key now. So I want you guys to understand how this works. Every single step of this, now we're going to just have to tell it what we want it to do. A lot of the stuff is going to understand because there's libraries, there's environments that it understands, but certain things it won't. So right now the post button isn't working. So let's close this and say the post button doesn't work when I try to actually post it, period. I am able to add images and text, but when I click post, it doesn't actually publish, period. Make sure after it shows up on my home feed. Talk to it like a human. This is the biggest breakthrough with all these no-code tools. Talk to it like a human. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, and I can't wait to guys have you part of our community. This is what we do here. We create clones. We are inspired by all these amazing softwares out there, and we build them from start to finish. The whole point of this is to show you the power and to really get your brain working and showing you what you can actually do. I'm not a developer. I consider myself now a no-code developer because I don't need to know what these zeros and ones do. All I need to do is I know how to prompt correctly, use the proper tools, have the creativity, use inspiration, and then make it our own, right? So again, with this X, we're not recreating X to compete with X. What we're doing is we're just going to create our own version that's specific to a certain niche. We're going to make it better. I have a bunch of ideas that I want to build, but the point is that you can literally do this without having any experience. I'm not doing anything special here. You see it right now in real time, but we are building a full-blown application with all of the different components, the front end, back end, and everything. So if you haven't started building, make sure you guys join and start building today. A lot of these tools are free. SoftGen is 25 bucks, which is nothing. So imagine being able to build and learn for 25 bucks, you know, like it's just crazy to me, like how much you can actually get done, especially in a very short amount of time. And as you see in the background, I'm not touching anything. And guess what? The bot, the agent, SoftGen is fixing all of the errors that it's trying to currently work out and make work. So yeah, it's really, and very, very excited to be doing this. And I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. It's more of a laid back vibe. I'm definitely off the cuff here, but the point is I want to just show you what you can actually do in real time. You know, that's the reason I do these 30-minute challenges is not because I'm trying to do it quickly, but I just want to show you what you can accomplish in 30 minutes. Post. Let's add an image. I want to show you guys. This is our NoCode AI army right here. What up, army? Authentication required. Please sign in to create a post. Okay. So that is interesting. So it's saying it needs authentication. Okay, perfect. So I get an error that I need authentication required. Please sign in to create a post, period. So why don't we take one step back and create a login and account creation with the login authentication on Firebase and making sure that all works. Allow me to create real users. For testing, allow any email to work. Don't send email notification. So now we're going to enhance prompt. This is one other thing I want to show you. So if you just give it a bunch of different information, make sure you guys click the enhance prompt right here. Because now what it's going to do is it's going to clean up what I said. And I'm just talking to it, right? Off the cuff. So now let's go. And it's going to have a very, very clear. So look what it said. It said set up a Firebase authentication, create user registration, develop a login feature, ensure the system can handle real-time user data, disable email verification, and test the entire flow to make sure it's working properly. Incredible. In one sentence, basically, that I just spewed out there in real time. And by the way, a little hack for you guys out there, if you're on a Mac, what I do is I actually set my command key. If you hit it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it brings up the dictation. So I just made it a shortcut. So if you just hit 1, 2, 3, now you can actually talk to your computer. So it's way faster than typing. Once I found this out, my videos are just way more pleasant because I just talk and it writes everything down and dictates everything. And then the opposite command key, the right one, brings up Siri on my computer. So then I can talk to Siri directly. So a little hack for you guys. So yeah, you can basically put it to whatever you want. I have it set to the 3 command keys because the Siri one is just opposite side. So now left one is dictation, right one is so little optimization. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. Signed into DevX. Email, password. Don't have an account. Sign up. Let's click that. So now we're going to create. And like I said, just accept any email. So we don't need to have some fancy email. So we're going to create an account. And now we are in the dashboard. Let's see. Okay. I've updated the main layout component to properly handle client-side routing and authentication. Okay, let's try it again. So sign up, create an account. So m@m.com. And then let's do a test password. Oh, there it is. Look at this. We are signed in. And we have a sign out button now. So we're going to hit post. Oh, actually, wait, before I do that, I want to show you. Here's the power. Let's go back to our database and hit refresh. Look at that. We just created authentication. It's that simple. Didn't even have to do anything. It's got user ID, it's got our provider, it's got our identifier, and just like that, guys, you have a fully functioning authentication for your app. And I blocked it from sending out an email because I don't want it to send, a email to a bad email address, because I just wanted to override it. But once you're done with the project, you just say now use real email addresses, check, make sure that it's a real email address, and then send your notification, whatever the notification is. All right, here we go. Let's go back to posting. Let's see. We are live. Let's post. Uh-oh, yeah. It has been published. Let's go back home. Yo! Let's go. Less than a minute. We are live. Let's like it. Comment. Nothing's not set up yet. Let's hit refresh, though. This is a key thing, is if I hit refresh, will it still show up? Oh, man, this is exciting. Wow, it's there. Okay, now let's go back to database. So we got our user, but let's see if it actually created the post. Look at that. Without doing anything, just adding the functionality. This is crazy. Without doing anything, this thing is creating users and posts. This is blowing my mind. And if it's not blowing your mind, I mean, you have to get on board with this. I know if you're out there developing, this is common sense to you. But for us non-developers, this is incredible stuff. It created a post ID, and here you go. We are live. Look at that. Fantastic. And then if you go to storage, remember, we haven't put any image. So let's do another post. Here we go. Here is my logo. Let's add this image. Okay. So we haven't tried that yet. Hit post. Okay. Perfect. So we got an error. So all we got to do is copy this. Okay. Save. And then we're going to say, I got this error when I was trying to make a post with an image attached to it. So that is very important. Again, handling errors is a big thing. I got the error. Tell SoftGen, I got a damn error. Fix it. Right? That's what they're there for. And step by step, we can now build this whole thing out. So now we have login authentication. We have our backend system set up. We're able to post already. We'll obviously work out the tweaks. Next, what I want to do is I want to create a profile page for our actual user, which will be the next step. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Here's my logo. It works. So let's do another one. Post. What up? Okay, let's try another logo. Let's post the logo from our NoCode AI army, by the way. And if you haven't joined, make sure you join below. Okay, let's see. So let's go back to our server. I want to see if in storage, it's, look at that. Yo, there's our logo inside our storage. We're going to add our NoCode AI army and hit post. And let's see if it just shows up in real time. Bang. Look at that. Oh, it's so sick. It's so good. Have the power, baby. Are you not entertained? Perfect. So now what do we do next? We got this. We have our server working. We got our backend working. Images are saving. The posts are saving. Our authentication is set up. Guess what's left? Payment. Because we can just continue building this, right? We can make this a 24-hour video and literally build out every single piece of this website, but we don't need to. Next, let's do payment. So I think that'll be the next thing. We're not going to obviously charge for this, but I just want to show you what you can actually do. Next, I want to create payment. When you first sign up for the account, I want to charge $9.99 via Stripe integration, period. I want you to bring up a pop-up after you sign in to pay and set up all of the Stripe integration, period. Let's see what happens. Stripe integration, here we go. Just think about how nuts this is. We're within 20 minutes. I don't even know how long this video has been, but it doesn't even matter. You get the point. We've literally taken a simple idea. We've designed it. We've built it. We've connected the back end. Now we're connecting payment. And the last bit is going to be deploying. So imagine you spent an hour, 10 hours, a day, 10 days. What can you create? Anything you want. It really is that powerful nowadays, where there is no excuse for you not to be building. Whether you want to build an app, a website, a freaking SaaS like we're doing right now, this potentially is a SaaS that we could use. Crazy times, crazy. Here we go. I've set up the initial Stripe integration. Before we continue, I need your Stripe publishable key. Starts with PK test or PK live. Your Stripe secret key starts with SK test, SK live. Please provide these keys so I can add them to environment. Okay. So guess what? We're going to go to payment. We're going to create a payment link. Oh, add a new product. That's why. Okay, here we go. So DevX description. This is the DevX upload image. Recurring. We're going to do a one-off. We're going to do $9.99. Adaptive pricing. Don't need any of that. One quantity. So we're going to add products. You have to add the product first. And now we have it here. DevX $9.99. Advanced options. Don't need to worry. We're going to create the link. So now let's see if this is the way to do it. So all you have to do is go to API keys. And you just have to create a secret key. And now you post those two keys inside of SoftGen. Just like that. And now let's see if it actually works. So it's checking for errors. And if this integration works on the first try, it's going to be pretty crazy because I've never done this actually. Now with SoftGen. Hope you guys like my wifey shirt. I got this today for Valentine's Day. My beautiful wife. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, by the way. It's been a fun one to make. I know it's a little bit long, but if you really want to learn how to build stuff from start to finish, you got to just watch it in real time. And I'm cutting out a bunch of the stuff while we wait. Here is the payment link. Make sure that's integrated. So now we got the API for all of the payment processor. Now we got the payment link. Is going to connect those two, and we're going to be live with payments. And the last bit is going to be deployment, and that is literally one click. Crazy. And we can keep continuing to build this. As you see, there's messages, there's notifications, there's bookmarks, there's profile, all the new stuff that we're going to be adding. But the point is that you can basically go piece by piece. And you don't have to worry about it breaking, because as long as you focus on the one feature at a time, the code, the soft gen is really smart at working at exactly that. And we're keeping it very simple. If I was actually building out a full-blown product of this size, I would make sure that every single thing is spelled out for SoftGen. Do not touch the code once you've finished at a certain section. If you have any questions, ask me. Like all of those parameters where you kind of, people are always freaking out like, oh, my code is hallucinating and is breaking everything. Is it breaking now? And look at this, I'm keeping it very, very simple and not even restricting it, and it's still working. Nothing is breaking. It's going piece by piece and fixing everything. So that's definitely a huge part. Subscription process should not work correctly. Would you like me to make any adjustments to the payment flow? No. So here we go. Let's sign out. And let's try this for the last time. We got sign up. We're going to go email. So we're going to go mm@mm.com. Make sure it's 6 characters. We're going to hit go. Subscribe now. And it takes me to the payments. So now we're going to set up a profile page, and this will finish off our build for today. And I'm going to show you how to deploy this, and we're going to have a full final product as I showed you. And yes, there's going to be people in the comment section, but it's not a full product. You guys get the point. This is 30 freaking minutes. Here's what we're able to do in 30 minutes. If that, I don't even know how long this video is going to be, but you can see the power of this now. There's no more questions. So just start is what I keep telling people. You can see how easy this is to actually build. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm using basic language. I'm talking to SoftGen, and SoftGen is a crazy tool. You guys can make sure you grab it down there and buy me a cup of coffee. I do appreciate it. And then you just start building. And that's the beautiful part of this. And we're so early into this gold rush of AI no-code development that as long as you are making stuff and testing and learning, one day you'll have that brilliant idea and you'll be able to go and build it yourself. And this is why I created this channel. This is why I created our community, is to empower you guys to not be afraid, to not be scared of, testing and building. It's $25. You guys could get this incredible tool to build whatever the heck you want, and buy me a coffee while you do it. So I do appreciate that a lot. When I said we're going to build a full stack product, now we're going to call this the DevX, and it's no longer a clone. It's our developer tool software. Built the front end. Obviously, we can continue working on making it look pretty. We made it better because it's for developers. Full backend integration. Few minutes, you saw that live. Stripe integration, all connected. And now the last bit is going to be the deployment, and you're going to have the whole proper system built, done. Let's take a look at our profile. Let's try this. Here we go. Sign up. Let's create a new user. Put a password, and booyah! Profile. Here we go. All right, let's call this Marcin AI, NoCode Dev. Paste my Twitter link. Save changes. Let's go back home. Let's go back to profile. Look at that. Number 4, we're missing the last piece, deployment. And this is the best part and the easiest part. So now if you're happy with what you've done, make sure you spend a little more than 30 minutes on your project. You hit publish, and look at this. Enter your project details to start deployment. We're going to use this, and you could start deployment using SoftGen, and it will use Vercel on their behalf. Or you could just say use our own Vercel account for deployment, which I have. But for now, let's just go and start deployment, and it's going to set up the CLI. It's going to do all the logins using their servers, and it's going to be live. So let's wait a second here, and I'll show you the final product. Here we are. We have the project deployed with one button. Super easy, as I mentioned. And look, we have everything here. We can set up our account, sign up. Let's do a last final sign in. So you can see there's our account. Now we can post. We got our account here. Set this up. Save. Let's go home. Everything is being saved. We hit post. And there it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm going to be signing out here. I literally showed you from start to finish the whole process of building a full stack application. So we're going to change this to X. We're going to call this DevX, and it's not going to be a clone anymore because now we have our own product. We use CopyCoder. We use SoftGen. We built a front end. We made it better. It's custom to developers now. We did a full back end from start to finish. I showed you how to integrate it and how to connect everything and let SoftGen do all the work. We have Stripe integration, and now we have deployment. And this is the final bit. So this is a complete full stack app from start to finish. You're probably under 30 minutes. I don't even know how the length of this video is. Hope you guys enjoyed that. All the links are below. Please join. And if you guys want to try these tools, they're absolutely amazing. Buy me a free cup of coffee. I always appreciate it so much. You guys have a beautiful day, beautiful Valentine's. And in the comment section, let me know what I should do next, what other product I'm going to build. And definitely I'll see you in the community if you guys join. So yeah, signing out. I'll see you in the next one. And like I always say, just start.